Welcome to Star Citizen. It's been a while since I did bounty hunting missions. They are one of the better ways to make money in this game. Usually I go for Miles Eckhart's bounty hunting missions. You can actually grind those up extremely fast and they pay out quite nice. And all those bounty missions involve ship combat. But I'm gonna be focusing on some of these regular bounty hunting reputation missions in the Hurston system. I did pick a ship that is a bit of an overkill for ship combat, especially against light fighters, but fortunately for me, these bounty hunting missions offer quite a bit of variety. You can go into bunkers, caves, ship combat. There are quite a few nice options, and these missions will be expanded upon the further the development goes on. The bunker ones are one of the easier ones. You just go in there, land behind the bunker, make your way inside, and just eliminate the guy you need to. Now you can't kill everything else and you can pretty much clear out the bunker if you want to go looting, but you don't really need to, and you can sometimes just pop the guy off right from the balcony or right as a first guy that you see. Sometimes you might not be as lucky and this will require some tact, but half the time they are exposed and easy targets to pick off. I have silencer equipped on my weapon, and I was able to finish that guy off when he was doing his normal patrol route, so no one was alerted. You can go in guns blazing, no problem. Your target will occasionally even run towards you, so that might be a good idea. I just prefer subtlety myself. The second relatively easy missions that you can do, of course, are ship combat. From your light fighter targets off to sub-capital ship targets, which can be a bother to take down. But these smaller ones being one of the easiest to finish off, especially with a ship of this size, full heavy ballistics firepower. It should finish them off quite quick. So these two are the easier missions that you can do under bounty hunting. They're quite straightforward, just to kill your targets and be gone. They're pretty much the same. One is in a light fighter, medium fighter, drop ship, sub-capital ship. Other one is just a single target in a bunker or someplace. It doesn't really take long to take down the targets in the bunker or in these ships. It's quite straightforward, quite basic, and, well, I think it's something that bounty hunting is and should be. But then we also have something like clearing the cave from all the hostiles. And there is just not a single target, but several, which you need to take out. Fortunately, the caves aren't too complex, and there is typically one main passage that leads you down into the deep of it along the way where you will find the hostiles you need to eliminate. In the end, it can spread out slightly, but it shouldn't be too complex. You do get a bit of an advantage in this cave, seeing as the NPCs have their lights turned on. You turning yours on doesn't really change too much, but at least you can see that if they are down, their light is facing usually upwards or towards a wall at a certain angle. So you know that there are some downed enemies where you see these little light spots. There can be some boxes and there usually is some loot around. There may be also a checkpoint between the end of the cave and, well, the start of the cave where you first met your enemies. It shouldn't usually be too far down. It should either be before you encounter your last enemies or right after you encounter your first enemies. Occasionally you do get them in both scenarios. In most caves you really don't need to dwell too deep, but in others you need to just go with the flow and try to find the open area where the NPCs are. It can be bothersome in certain areas, but it usually shouldn't be too complex as it was for me in this video. I had 4 locations in this cave where I had my targets. Now this does pay out the most of all of these 3 missions, but it also consumes the most amount of time, so it might be better just to kill a guy in the bunker or some pilot on a ship. Because in a cave you're gonna be spending a lot more time, perhaps even wasting it compared to other missions where you can pretty much kill your target in around 5 minutes or so. Here it can take up towards 10-15 depending on what kind of cave you got and how it all worked out for you. So bounty hunting missions are fun, they actually offer quite a bit of variety. Although it will pay out nicely, it will also consume a lot of time, so make your decisions wisely. Anyway, thanks for watching.